Do you think that Man City and Arsenal going further in different competitions? You guys are not in any other competition right now, Man United, right?
Yeah.
Um, do you think that that will help you guys to solidify top four? I will start with you and then I'll go to David.
Okay. I to an extent I do think so, but considering I've lowered my standard from of expectations for Man United, considering how many opportunities we've had to break into that top four. So when I see an opportunity, when Man United sees an opportunity to actually come closer, I mean Villa won too, right? No, they lost. They lost to Newcastle. Now when I see an opportunity to come closer, and then I drop out because I'll end up either drawing that game. I mean, we should have come really close to Villa after they lost in the weekend. Um, and then it would have been okay. It's a 3 horse race or 4 horse race with my United and Villa chasing closer to City, who are maybe 3 points ahead, and City chasing closer to Arsenal. But us dropping points did not help the situation. If we had won that game against West Ham, that would have helped us solidify fourth and then help us chase Villa, because you've not even chased Villa, you're already thinking about second or first. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and Villa too are now out of the
You
cup,
need to
so
talk
they
to
will also
Sean
have.
because Sean thought that you guys are going to win the title. After you beat
No,
Arsenal, he
no,
said
so
he
I
said
have my
United
take
are
on that.
beating the title.
I have my take on that, and I'll reserve it for the end of the season.
Okay.
If it happens, if whatever I predicted happens, then
Please, what did you predict?
I'll.
Because let our
I'm not going
fans
to
hear.
say no, 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 no,
Let
no,
Michelle hear
no.
what you said.
No, 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 Michelle, you're not gonna know. The fans are not gonna know till the end of the season. And guess what? At the end of the season, I'll bring out that specific video. I have the link saved somewhere. That specific video where I said it, I'm going to bring it out,
So
and I'm going to say what
you're
I said.
saying Man United will win the league, that you go unbeaten
I
and you
not
win
say
the league.
anything. I didn't. You didn't hear it from me, did you? I didn't say anything. Anyway, so Manchester, like for Manchester City as
Oh
well,
my.
they have this is the time in the season when they have momentum, a lot of momentum
Mm-hmm.
to try to win. I mean, they're in the final already of the Carabao Cup with you guys, with
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal. So yeah, I think for a team like Man United to actually catch up, we need to just win the remaining 13 games and then hope for the best. I mean, that's what we've been doing all season. You hope that one team loses.
Mm-hmm.
And if Chelsea had won their game, we would have not been talking about us being fourth. They would have been ahead of us by 2 points or something.
Yeah.
So it's very important that we keep our powders dry, keep our foot on the ground, and just expect anything to happen. Because right now I've lowered my expectation.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michelle is here
Oh,
for you.
that's a very good prediction. Michelle, that's a very good prediction. My top four, I think she said maybe Man City, Arsenal, United, then Chelsea. Okay, that means you're saying Villa is going to drop off then.
Yeah, but even Villa's manager doesn't think they're going to make it. You know, he said they're not even in the top five battle.
Oh,
In
really?
Emery, yeah. So I think,
Yeah, they've also not been consistent. So.
Yeah, they've been really
yeah,
poor.
fair enough.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much my take. Like, I
Mhm.
think the cops. I mean, this is the time where we actually know who are the men, especially with Arsenal being top of the table and Man City chasing now and all of that. We will
Mhm.
now know people who are going to be more resilient to actually pull off, a good run. This is kind of like we're getting towards the running right now, so we
Yeah.
shall see who are those who are genuine champions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. What do you mean genuine? We'll leave that one. Look. You know what you're doing. Genuine champion. We'll put that one to the side.
Sub,
Yeah. Yeah.
sub,
Anyways,
body jam.
David, take it away. Do you think United will benefit from Arsenal and City going far in the cup right now, because they are now in second stage of the Champions League, like DJ Pablo rightly mentioned. Also, final of the Carabao Cup, and now they are both in the fifth round of the FA Cup. Do you think that will allow those guys will drop off and United go in there, even though Everton thinks that United have no chance? Was that up for again?
There's two ways to look
Yeah.
at it. Let me look at it from the point of view of Arsenal and
Mm-hmm.
City. There will be stretch and stress on their squad, competing on multiple fronts. That one is
Mm-hmm.
guaranteed. A few nicks there, a few injuries here could also happen because you're competing on several fronts, and because the deeper you go in these cup games, the tougher the opposition you also get to
True.
face. A lot more of the EPL teams are the ones you get to face at the later stages of FA Cup and all of that. So there will be the stress on City and Arsenal, and like DJ Pablo said, it will then show their full metal. Can you guys hang on? When you're doing this side by side with the league, with the FA Cup, and all of that.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side of that is United, who get as much rest time as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
The challenge with that is United has been using somewhat the same starting 11 and will be using somewhat the same starting 11 because everybody's
Yeah.
rested. That then brings the problem of match fitness for the guys who are not playing.
Facts.
So if anything happens to that starting 11, the guys who are coming in will not be as fresh as we expect them to be.
Because they'll be too rusty, right?
So it's then down to a game of chance and possibilities. How much injuries and nicks will Arsenal and City get from their multiple games? And then how much injuries would happen to that United starting 11? That's what we then decide if United will be able to benefit from, the extra games that City and Arsenal are involved with. Because it could go either way, right? I mean, City might get their squad dwindled down. Arsenal might get their squad
Like it's
dwindled
happening
down.
right now.
And then United, like it's happening right now. And then United gets one key injury. And that replacement is not able to replicate what that key man does in the team. And then you find that Arsenal City will drop points, and then United will also drop points the same weekend.
Facts, yeah.
Right?
Totally agree with you.
So
I see that happening.
it will depend on a lot of things. The fact that United didn't have so many other cup competitions could also be a factor in why they might not be able to get, to peep Arsenal and City because of match fitness. That is one major area for me.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think United should be able to benefit, but match fitness might be a drawback.
Right. So for me, I'm going to build on that point of match fitness and take it a different way, in the sense that the best way to prepare for a game is to play a game. And United only plays one game a week. And while the other teams are playing like every 3 days or every 4 days, yes, on the one hand, you can say there might be the chance where the top players, key players might get injured. Like I said, Arsenal has Calafiori injured from today already, and Ben White injured from today already. What's it called? Odegaard injured from the Wednesday game. It's just keep
That's
going
actually
like
not
that,
good,
right?
man, for you guys, man.
Yeah, it's piling up. But on the other hand, winning breeds confidence. So if Arsenal are winning, they will have that that unbeaten run, for example. Or if they lose, they have the next game to kind of shake
To
things
make
up.
it up.
We drew against Arsenal, drew against Brentford the middle of the week. It was all doom and gloom. And today, FA Cup, new competition, new lease of life. Everybody played with freedom. They won 4-0. So now the next game, like the fans and the pressure is quite reduced. But United right now, if they, let's say, lose, because they're on an unbeaten run right now, as Gia Pablo said, if they lose, they are waiting 7 days,
man,
for them to now
and 7 days,
rectify it.
7 days of media brutality.
Yes,
That's it.
yes, it's constant. So that might also get into their head as well. So I'm hoping that the further the Arsenal go, I'm not talking about City. Forget about City. The further Arsenal goes in the competitions, that actually demoralizes people like Man United when they lose. So that that dream of the title, that hope that Carrick has given them, I hope that it's slashed in half. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
I'm not getting carried away to Carrick.
Certified hater.
Yeah, I'm not getting carried away.